Hi, I want to talk to you about something that's pretty important today. A lot of us that have issues with weight and food seem to come from a deeper place than just, I like my donuts now and then, or I like cheeseburgers. I think especially those of us who have had emotionally traumatic events, we tend to look for food to calm us, to numb us, and we use it kind of as a self-medication. And we either withhold it or we eat too much of it in order to control our situations. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about is how holding emotions, or especially anger and resentment, bitterness, things like withholding forgiveness from people, how those affect how you eat. And I know that that seems to be kind of a weird thing, but how many of us, after we've had a breakup from a relationship that's been really important to us, that we sit down in front of TV and we have a bucket of ice cream and we eat the whole thing and don't even remember eating it? And there are days that, we just think, oh, if we just had a little bit of chocolate, it would just get us emotionally through some hurdles. Well, the problem is that a lot of times that we're using food as something other than fuel. And when we hold on to these things and we try to get food to comfort, it never satisfies. It never gives you what you really need. And some of the things that you need, some of it's just something to let go of anger and to offer forgiveness, whether or not the person deserves it, or you like them, or you even want them to be restored into a relationship with you. Sometimes you need to do the forgiveness just to be able to function. And I went through that this week, and one of the things is one of my coaches has been talking with me about some pent up anger and frustration that I have that's kind of blocked my ability to function at my highest potential. So one of the things that I did this week is I took a list, I wrote down a list of hurts for this individual, and um, and then I wrote a letter of forgiveness. And I've heard it recommended to do what's called an imaginary chair kind of thing. And what you do is you sit down and you're all by yourself and you've got your little list and you talk to a chair or an empty space like you were talking to the person. And you say, well, these things hurt me. These things really mattered. And I need you to know that it really hurts. And then I'm angry at you for this. I'm angry at you for this. And then at the end you say, but I'm choosing to forgive you. I'm choosing to move on and not be held captive by this hurt any longer. I want to move past this. So once you do that, you take your little list and you take your little letter and you light them on fire. And then you let them burn. And it's kind of a symbolic way of saying I'm letting go. And well, whoever you're letting go to, I gave my hurts and anger and things over to God, because I know that He is faithful to bring me through those. But what I did is I did that, and I have a little pan here because I did it in my bathroom and I kind of hid for my kids, and I did that. And so here are my ashes from my letter and my list of hurts. And what I wanted to do is I wanted you to see that I let it go. I let it go. And not to boast about my things, but that I have to move on, and I wanted you to know, and I wanted you to keep me accountable for letting go. And so when I'm doing this, I'm taking it and I am going to throw it into my yard. So there it's going, just kind of floating up. I'm glad it's just ashes from paper, because that would be gross if it's something else. But, so I let it go. It's gone. It's now empty. It's a little dirty. It's stained. And those things are going to still be there. Those hurts are going to kind of still be there. But I'm going to be able to let them go now. And I want you to do the same, because it feels so much better. And then you can move on, and then you can move on to a healthy way of eating and healthy way of relating to people. And I want this for you. I know it's not really technically health and fitness, but it really is about your heart. And intentionally fit is really about being fit, heart, mind, soul, and body. So I want to encourage you, if you have anger and unforgiveness in your life, it doesn't matter who it's to. It could be a spouse, it could be a family member, it could be a complete stranger you've never really had a relationship with. Whatever it is, take your power back. Don't let them hold you captive anymore by your own doing. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you learn to change your heart. Thank you. Have a great day.